Hey everybody, how you doing? So another issue with our F550s. I think this one's a 12. I got some leaking happening. You might not be able to see it from there. So the hydrobooster is leaking. So I gotta get that out of there. Got another one. I'm gonna put it in. It's kind of hard to get to, sort of. Well, it ain't easy, but it ain't too bad, I don't think. I don't know. Let's see. So here it is, right there. It's hooked to the master cylinder, then to the firewall. So there's 4 nuts on the inside of the firewall that bolt it to the firewall. And then there's 2 nuts out here where the master cylinder is, and 3 hoses. So you got an in, pressure out, because it goes to the steering box. And you got a return line. So if you can see, the rubber one's a return line, and then I think you got one of them's pressure in, pressure out. You got an O-ring on those. We'll have to change the O-ring. Yeah, I mean it's not a huge job. It's just hard to get to because it's tucked way in there, and then you got that much room to move the master cylinder back before you hit this. I think I don't know exactly what this is bolted to, but I'm sure it just doesn't fall off. It might though. So I mean, basically what my plan is to unbolt the master cylinder, kind of move it back and get it off the studs there as much as I can, and probably get it up and out of the way. I'm going to hook the hoses and stuff. I'm going to do the 4 nuts on the inside, and then the linkage rod, and then I'm going to pull it down, and I'm going to go out underneath here through the wheel well. That's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see if that's what I actually do, but I think it'll go out that way. So like I said, that's on there pretty good. I don't know what that's bolted to, and it ain't gonna be easy to find it, I don't think. I don't know, it might be separate. It looks like it's part of the battery box and all that, but like I said, I don't really know what that's fully connected to, but I'm gonna try to do it the way that I'm gonna do it. That way I don't have to mess with the rest of this. So let's get started, I guess. As you can see, I took the inner wheel well off. He's got some 5.5 millimeter screws all around the outside here, and then you got like an 8 there. I think there's another 8 there, 2 of them down here, and this little clip that goes through it right here, this guy, and then that comes down, a little push pin, and you get your wheel liner out. I'm not super into doing this. I think it's going to be kind of a pain, but maybe we'll see how it goes. I'll probably take this wheel off, maybe, and then I can kind of get in there a little better. Alright, this is going to be almost impossible to videotape. I'll give it a try though. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, I can't even see in the camera, take them 2 bolts off. So you got the wrench hanging on it. There's one there, one on the other side. 14 millimeter fits on there really tightly, so I went with a 9/16 because it's a little bit bigger. At least this one is, and gets a little more play. So I'm gonna. Ford was nice enough to put some flex line in that brake line there, so I'm gonna take those 2 bolts off. I'm gonna try to pull this off. There is a little bracket. There's a little bracket right here that holds the power steering lines, or the hydro boost lines, and then it goes to right where that nut was on the wrench. So you take the nut off and then pull that bracket off and move it, and then you can slide this forward. I'm hoping I have enough room to get it off and then kind of hang it. I'll tie it up with a strap up out of the way, probably to the left a little bit, and then we'll work on getting the hydro boost off. Oh, it's got a nut and a bolt. Oh, okay. Alright. So I got a 1/2 inch on the nut, on the bolt, and then a 9/16 on the nut. That is the weirdest thing. It's like I turn the bolt part, unless it's like threaded all the way through. I turned it a little bit, and it's tight now. Alright, so here's these two lines. This line right here, like I said, you got a big, like a rubber clamp around it, part of that bracket, and I could probably force it off, but I guess what's the point? So I'll take this off, and then this will actually pop out of there, and then I can get at the other one. I'll probably leave this in and connected still, rather than take it out. There. Why you gotta be like that for? Oops, spilling stuff. So let's see if I can get a wrench in there. Nope, can't get a wrench in there. Well, let's try taking this hose off. So it's got a return line here with a hose clamp on. I'll try to pull that off. Maybe it'll give me some room. I don't know who put that hose on or how they got both tabs to the back like that, but they're good. They're good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try using my tool. See how this works. One of these guys. Emma, is it gonna work? Oh yeah. That worked actually pretty good. It's the first time I ever used this thing. It's been sitting in the drawer. I just never think about it. Let's see. Ooh, we got it. Now I might be able to just spin out with my hands, actually. If I can get my hand in there. Oh, I gotta get some for the leak. Why is there so much fluid leaking out of that? Is it siphoning? Yeah. I got a vent hole. I bet those studs will come out now, and then I can probably get that thing out. Huh. Which way did I go? I went the tightening direction, and then it loosened. How long is this thing? Yeah. Well, that's a neat bolt, huh? It's like 2 in 1. I'm gonna get the other one out. Let's see if we can do something with this. Alright. So you got this. Well, that's kind of a weird clip. It's got like a cotter pin and a metal clip on it. I guess they were afraid of that popping off. Oh. Don't tell me I'm stupid. Oh, there you go. I'm stupid. So this clips up over the top. That goes on there and then snaps up over the top. I knew there was something to it. Oh, look how easy it comes out now. Look at that. Huh. A little wavy spring. We'll slide to the side. So I probably need to do something about this brake switch that's now going to be on. These are 13. Probably gonna use a swivel with a, I dropped that under the mat. Use a swivel slash rocket launcher. Well, assume that's that right here. That's unhooked. Let's try to pull it out, I guess. Well, it's loose. That master cylinder ain't up high enough. Huh. Well, that's fun. So, I got a Napa hydraulic booster, 52-7410. I found Napa is the only place I can really get parts from lately. Generally we go through Advance, but they, like, everything I need from them is back ordered, but Napa can seem to get it, so I've been going through Napa. So we got our doohickey on the table, so that means we're halfway done. So they give us some new O-rings there. Spring retainer. Oh, I think there's a push rod or something in here I gotta take out. Push rod there. We got a push rod here. We don't have a push rod here. Attention! Attention! There's that. That's let me hand that. Thank you. What is that? What does that say? Reuse master cylinder, push rod, plastic washer, spring retainer from original hydrobooster. Yeah, that thing. I've had to get them out before. They're not fun. They're like spring loaded. Yeah. Here's our little thing we gotta get out. Fortunately, they're not really made to come out, so it makes it difficult. Need a pick or something. Oh, there's something in my glove. So these are kind of like spring loaded. Everything comes back like this. When you push them in, they open up in the little grooves there. And there's like a million of them, so I don't know, there's probably some special tool or something for this. Fortunately, I don't have it. So you gotta like, oh, that's gonna be fun. Or it might go real easy. Doubt it. I tell you, you might get booted to the side, and this might go in that vise right there. because, yep, that's what's happening. You got one. You got two. Hey, this might not be too bad. You got three. I gotta get one more. There it is. Don't ask me how to do it. Well, that got me right in the eye. So I guess you're gonna want to wear some. So that little thing came flying off. Got me right in my eye. Luckily it's a part I don't see with. So here's the stuff you're gonna need out of there. This goes down in there like that, right in the middle. I'll clean it all off. And then spring and that clip back on top. Make sure the barbs are facing out when you do it. So basically, to get this out, you got to get kind of in here behind. You got to push it down a little bit so it's past the little groove, and then get behind here and then pull them in and up. Down there in the middle. Make sure everything that went flying is clean. Stupid. That in there. Take that or a socket or something. Hold it around the outside so it goes around the rod. Try to push in evenly. And that's in. So now I put it back together. So if I gotta pull these bolts out so I can get it back in there. It's a very tiny, tight. They are metric bolts. I was using a 1/2-inch wrench, but they are metric. Alright, so I shoved that bag up in there the same way I took it out. Come in here, put it back up in here. Alright, so I'm going to put those 2 stud bolts back in, and then hook the hoses up, change the O-rings on these lines, hook the lines back up, stick the master cylinder back on. Well, got her all back together. Had a little trouble with that little line that I took out. Didn't want to go back in right. I don't think the threads were cleaned up very well when we got them. But here it is, all in there. Sprayed it down with some brake clean, kind of clean it up. It's still pretty messy, so what I gotta do is put the fender liner back in, put the wheel back on, and it should be done. But I'm probably gonna leave the video right here because I still gotta do a power steering pump, and that'll be something different, or a different video. So anyway, hope that could help somebody. Thanks for watching.